know, anything can happen live.
Right.
You never know what's going to happen.
Platform
Yes, indeed.
in Washington did defeat Tampa Bay. Chargers did beat Oakland. Seattle lost to the Rams. And then Dallas at Philadelphia. We all had Philadelphia.
Just when you thought Dallas was done.
They always do something to just say, you know what, I'm still here.
It's like they just never, they're not consistent at all, man. Just not consistent.
Never.
So, yes, Dallas did. It was actually a pretty good game.
It was a good game.
It was a great game.
Giants.
Came down to the wire.
Giants at San Fran. We all had San Fran, but them Giants won.
Yeah, man.
Damn it, Eli.
So, Stan.
85-61-2.
That makes me 90-56-2.
91-54-2. And that is it from week 10.
54?
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
There you go.
You're right. My bad. Hey, my math is all off today. 55.
We should we should have knew his thing was gonna be off because he said he counted 13 games. It should have been an indicator right there.
Right. Exactly. So
Right,
yeah,
what?
I'm tripping. Oh, this must be new.
Tripping.
I like this. Okay. All right. So the Mevo doing some new things for us.
Oh, what we doing?
It's the same thing, but it got some more information down here that I ain't see before.
It
Oh, okay.
updated itself. Just
Right.
now.
Right. Let me upgrade you.
There we
All
go.
right. So
Oh Lord. Yes.
once again, we don't know what each person
don't
chose.
We do not know.
We don't know which way to go.
We're gonna find out.
Here we
It
go.
all starts tomorrow night.
Yes, it does.
Green Bay at Seattle.
I got Green Bay.
I have Green Bay.
I have Seattle.
Uh-oh.
Are you for real?
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Look at you drawing.
Already.
Here
Wait,
we go.
you know why he did that? And you're a fool for doing it? Because you think about the last time they played, didn't you? Oh, so you really think Green Bay is going to lose to Seattle?
At Seattle.
You
Yep.
remember having the last time they played?
Well, how long ago was that?
Like a couple years ago?
Thank
when
you.
They had the
My
Legion
point
of Boom.
exactly.
They ain't got the Legion no more, and Russell is suffering.
And Green Bay is not Green Bay right now either. No, they have a lot of issues right now. A lot of issues.
Still winning.
Yeah.
Dallas at
Bad man.
Dallas.
I got Atlanta. Chicago.
I have Chi-Town.
I got Chi-Town.
Yeah.
Carolina at Detroit.
I got Carolina.
Yo,
They are playing,
has been beating some premier teams.
but they
They beat
also
Dallas, they beat.
but they're also inconsistent because they have 1 week or 2 weeks they're doing good, but then that 1 week after that they lose to a lower team like they did early in the season.
You're right.
All right. See,
But I still got my pick right
you,
now.
you real lucky, ain't you? If his career ain't been that good, what make you think the luck for a game gonna work out?
We'll find out Sunday.
We'll find out, man.
That's why they play the game. All right, Philadelphia
You played to win the
Saints.
Saints.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay at the Giants.
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 Fitzmagic, baby. Tampa Bay.
Yeah, that's it. It's going he's either gonna pull away from the pack or he's gonna go right back.
I feel like it's gonna be me and you right here.
Right.
But see, no, look. Every time he gets confident, it goes the other way around.
Damn it, Stanton.
I mean, look.
You're ruining my luck too.
I mean,
We're picking the same teams.
you got to look at it this way. You got the one quarterback You got the one team with 2 quarterbacks that just can't seem to get it done. Or you got the one who's got a not so good quarterback, but he shows glimpses, but he still has a reliable team.
All I'm saying is
I seen what they did on Monday Night Football, and I'm impressed.
All I'm saying is check the tape and see how many times Stan has you're gonna lose this one smooth, and then what happened? I can't stand you, man. I don't care about your score.
I mean
nothing.
You be losing though. Don't act like you.
Hey man, that was weeks ago now.
You just lost what?
No, I'm talking about standings overall.
Man, come on.
I'm here, number 1. All right, up next we have Houston at Washington.
Houston.
Cincinnati at Baltimore.
Baltimore
as well. Oakland at Arizona.
Arizona.
I was gonna say, you really bold, man.
Learn from us, please.
Because
I can't learn from y'all because y'all behind me right now.
Every time I pick Oakland, I think they lost.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't learn from y'all.
Time.
I cannot learn from y'all because y'all beneath me right now.
Wow, you just gonna do us like that, man?
Denver.
That's
on
why
live TV.
That's why your laptop dead.
See, he all got to find something. He all got to come back when he know he losing. You know, that's when you know you're trying to find your way back to the top. Denver at the Chargers. Yeah, you.
Chargers.
It's going to be played in Mexico City.
Nope.
Not anymore.
No.
It's going to be played at L.A. in
Mexico
the Coliseum.
City's raggedy field over there.
Hey,
Between soccer games and concerts and whatever else they said was going on.
Hey, I don't know what field is worse. The field we saw in Mexico City or the field on Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, wow.
Cause that
where did that come from?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know what you're talking about.
In that part in the whole,
Yeah.
Watch the movie.
That was just
Hey, seeing that field in Mexico City, it shows how stupid the NFL is. Because you knew ahead of time the schedule of having concerts, soccer matches, whatever else.
And this is the biggest Monday Night Football in years.
Exactly. 2 teams, 9-1, high-scoring teams.
And you do not want a bad turf. That's the last thing you want with these 2 teams on the field.
So, with that being said, our pick, count of 3, 1, 2, 3, Chiefs.
Wow.
Yeah. I told you I told him before the show, I was going to throw a curveball in there.
Yes.
Because this is why I'm picking the Chiefs. And it's simple. Our defense is trash.
Yes. Has just as many more than Drew Brees can.
Yeah, and you know what? I still want, despite that pick, I still want the Rams to win, but I don't
mind being wrong, right? I don't mind being wrong.
I don't mind being wrong.
But right now,
I just don't see it, man.
I don't get that about y'all. That's the one thing I don't get. Especially Sadar. I don't never get that. I don't never get it.
Now, you've been following this show. You've been following this show long enough, right?
Exactly, but the one thing that you always wrong.
Ooh.
When you try to do it, look, what was that with the Patriots? I hope I'm wrong. You was wrong. With the Cardinals was the only thing you was right about, and you was hoping you was wrong about that.
Fire Matheny.
No, I'm talking about like season. I ain't talking about things that they should do.
I'm sorry.
I'm talking about what he says. When he said perennial 3rd place team, and you were hoping you were wrong, but nah, that's the only thing you was right about. It's like when you make these predictions, it's like you make it. And I want it to happen.
Because look, I am a realist at the end of the day. I'm not a homer. You cannot describe me throughout this whole show. You would have thought that I was a Cardinal hater. Because I was always getting down on these guys. Because you know why? Because I love them so much. I expect the best.
Boy, if you
I don't
had
see
kids,
it.
if you had kids, every time you go beat the hell out of them, I'm doing this because I love you. That's
Joe
you.
Jackson,
That's
baby. Joe Jackson.
and look what
I'll whip them to success.
and look, if he would have whooped them a little bit more, they would have kept it. Janet, the only one holding on. Jermaine somewhere stuck in the country. Tito somewhere selling vodka. Reba being Reba. Don't nobody
Who's
know.
the one with the fake hair?
He got the extra process.
They got the Beijing going in there.
That's especially what he got on.
Yeah. So basically, if the game against the Saints didn't happen, would that have changed your pick?
Yes.
First
It's scary.
of all,
It scared me.
First of all, hold on. We can't say the whole game. If Marcus Peters would have had some act right, okay? Because that's the only reason. He ain't had no act right.
But you know what?
He wasn't
When
ready.
somebody shows you who they are, believe them. He is not a good cornerback.
Even
So
though
he's not. So believe that. So when he faces
Right, that's another
Hill's gonna put up them deuces, man.
You see how other players have been doing when they face the other team in the NFL? I can't say in all sports, just in the NFL. What was his name? Isaiah Crowell.
Crowell.
Crowell. When he faced this former team, he told them to take the ball, wipe it. Of course they lost, but still, he told them to take the ball, wipe it. Threw it at him. He had a career game.
But you know what? Wasn't it 2 weeks ago? You sat here on the show. We had to stop you because of your rage against Peters.
That's cool. I mean, yeah, you did. But what was Peters doing last week?
He did great last week.
He did great. Because they put him on the right receiver for him.
Right.
That was my next question. Who was that receiver?
I don't even know his name.
Exactly.
Which is great.
Exactly.
What was
Okay, let me ask you this.
You gonna get rolled up.
Other than Tariq Hill, name the
Gonna
other
get
chief
rolled
receiver.
up like a fruit roll up, man.
What's the other chief receiver besides Tariq Hill?
Sammy Watkins,
Yeah.
Sammy Watkins.
and he's having a good year.
Sammy Watkins.
You got Travis Kelce.
Sammy Watkins don't know how to play in the Coliseum. We know that. It's like the Coliseum is his curse.
We're gonna find out.
Find out.
Travis Kelce is an excellent tight end, but he a tight end.
And
They
then
ain't finna put Peters on him.
And then you got the running back there, man. It's ripping it up.
Kareem Hunt.
Hunt,
Kareem
yeah.
Hunt.
But you know who else we got, right?
We
The
got
running
Tyler.
back known as Todd Gurley. Booger McFarland said it like this: the team that runs the ball better is gonna be the team that wins the game. Who's finna run that ball better? The leading rusher in the NFL. Leading rushing, leading in overall touchdowns. How he leading in overall touchdowns?
I take
He
nothing.
ain't-
I take nothing away from our offense, man.
Now,
I take nothing
now,
away.
I know
Nothing
one
away.
thing.
Offense wins games. We ain't winning championships right now. We winning games.
I
okay?
know one thing.
It ain't helping us right now.
That D line needs to show up.
Yes.
Dante Fowler Jr.
Dante Fowler.
And Ndamukong Suh, Aaron Donald, Michael Brockers. You have to show up and show out and disrupt the rhythm of Patrick Mahomes. Because if not, he's going to torch you.
And you can't let him sit back and let him do that to you.
Nah,
man.
if you get any kind of space,
You gotta have
opportunity-
some. You gotta have some special blitz packages. You gotta disguise things. You gotta do everything you can against him.
Right.
And then-
Because if you sit back on basic defense,
Right.
over with.
That's a wrap.
Like I said, Hill's gonna put up the deuces on you.
Also, we're not gonna sit here and act like Kansas City has a scary defense.
Nah, it's not scary,
It's
but
not.
It's a battle of
it has been
defenses.
impressive. It has been more
Yeah.
impressive than earlier in the season.
Yeah.
But who defense do you trust the most right now? KC or the Rams?
Neither
The
one
Chiefs.
of them.
The Chiefs.
Neither one
I
of 'em.
trust the Chiefs defense over the Rams.
I don't
defense
trust
right now.
neither one of them because both of them done cost some games. I don't trust neither one of them. I don't trust that. I don't trust Speaks. I don't trust Peters. I don't trust neither one of them. You can put them both in the Bermuda Triangle and let them be gone.
It's all bad.
Costing me games and stuff.
So a lot of good games coming up. Monday Night
Lot of
Football
great games.
should be one of the best games we've seen in a long time. I hope it is. I hope it lives up to the hype.
Yeah.
And it's a good game. And hopefully, like I said, we're wrong.
Yeah.
And hopefully you can say
I
congrats,
still
you
don't
are
get.
right.
I still don't get that though. I'm gonna pick this, but I hope I'm wrong.
Right. I mean, because
I especially don't get that from you, Smooth, because you talking all this high and mighty. I'm first, but you want to be wrong. That's what's confusing me.
Because,
I'm used to it from Sadal, but it confuses me this week more coming from you.
Don't be confused because I'm in a situation where I can be wrong and still be in good shape.
What was your record?
Right now?
Yeah.
It is currently 91.
Okay, cool.
55.
And what was your record?
Mine is
89, right?
No, mine is 90. 50,
Oh, yours
62.
is 90. And yours is 91. And you saying you got room to be wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very confident in my abilities.
That's good. That's good to have.
Hey, I got history on my side because who won last year? Oh, now you don't know.
I wasn't here.
But you don't. You got amnesia.
I wasn't here.
But you know who won.
I wasn't here.
You still know who won,
I
though.
wasn't even available on Wednesday.
You still know who is the reigning, defending, undisputed champion right now.
The one that is in last place talks the most stuff about everybody.
Ain't that
on there,
something?
man.
Just
Come
keep
on,
on
man.
going. Just
Damn
keep it
right,
up.
I'm gonna pull up Odell Beckham.
Team. Same result.
So, to the power rankings. Top 5, we're looking at Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 4, the Chargers. Number 3, the Rams. Number 2, who we got?
Chiefs.
And number 1,
No.
Yeah,
agree, disagree.
Without Dez Bryant.
I agree.
Do you think Brandon Marshall will pay off for the Saints? You said Wakanda? No, I was playing.
Brandon Marshall.
Yeah, they signed him when Dez went
It
down.
ain't gonna be no difference.
That's why I
They
said
doing it.
kinda.
They doing it without him. And he ain't the wide receiver he used to be.
Show ain't.
So
All right, once
What has he
again,
done?
real live here at Smoke Session.
Yeah.
You are seeing some beautiful people behind us. They're here for a hiring event. If you're trying to get, some extra money in your pocket for the holidays,
Come on down.
come on through. Get interviewed on the spot. Holler at Tez and his wonderful crew here at Smoke Session, showing some love.
At 1835. Y'all see the address.
There he
above
is,
the
right
top.
here. Right above his head. Right there.
Right
It's
above
right
the
there.
crown of his
It's
head.
right there.
man,
I'm
they
telling
better
you.
not.
Like if it fall
not
and he
fall.
still got that soft spot, we might see the end of Sadal tonight.
Right.
I might just fall.
All right, y'all. College football, week 11 takeaways. Anything that stood out for y'all this past weekend?
Yep, and it's gonna be my idiot of the week.
Uh-oh.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
It was a good game, man. Oklahoma State, man. I mean, both teams' offense is just down to the wire. But Gundy, Oklahoma State, tried to pull that trigger at the end and run that 2-point conversion and failed, man. He had a calculated risk and he just didn't quite execute
At
on
first
the
I
other
thought
end,
you said a
man.
calculator wrist. I was like, he had one of them old school calculator wristwatches. I'm like, you bound to lose with one of them. Like,
You know what he does have as old school? A mullet.
Right. And he's proud of
And
it.
he's proud of it.
y'all lying.
Yeah.
Go look it up right now. Look up Mike Gundy, coach.
Uh-oh.
Oklahoma State.
We got a comment from ABQ. What did it say?
Uh-oh, what did they
Lord,
say?
you would ask
Shouts
me that.
out to ABQ
Jets
Sports
are-
Crew.
Oh God. Damn.
Jinx are right?
Jets are ranked too high. Can't read the rest of it. You got it. You got it. Sadal.
Yeah, he got it. Go ahead and read it off.
Jets are ranked too high at 30. And they never fail us with the little with the little punchlines, man.
And speaking of which, ABQ, you see
You said Mike Gundy.
Yeah, Mike
Yeah.
Gundy.
ABQ, you see the number on the screen.
He looked it
Please
up.
feel free to text the platform and this topic and give us a call. Or
Yo.
I'm sorry, I will call you.
He got
get you
that.
live on
He
air.
got that
Don't call
old
us.
school.
We'll call you.
He got that old school mullet.
Yeah, man.
Good God.
Right.
It's a
That is
business
a
in the
mullet
front.
man's mullet.
Business in the front,
Cash
party
in
in
the
the back.
That is a mullet man's mullet right there.
Yeah.
Right.
That is the mullet of all mullets.
All right.
That is the grand poobah of mullets.
So
No, that was a good game. What else? Trying to look here to jog my memory. Alabama.
same old.
Same old. 24-0. They shut out another SEC team.
Mississippi State, wasn't it?
State.
Okay.
24-0. But Tua Tagovailoa, that knee still tender, man.
Yeah, man. And,
Yeah, it
and
is.
I thought about last week.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I still stand by what I said.
As do
Yeah.
we shall see.
We shall see.
All right.
We shall see.
That was kind of a mix of Spanish.
Let's discuss the updated college football playoff ranking.
Top 6.
Top 10.
Top 10. Oh,
Top
okay.
10.
All right.
All right.
Are
So,
you on ESPN?
yep.
All right.
Is it up to date?
Yes.
Did you refresh it?
Yes.
Go ahead and refresh it right now.
No.
Cause see if you mess he's like, no, you ain't learned from last week, Lord.
I learned. I did it 2 times. All right, here we go. Number 10. Number 10, we got Ohio State.
At number 9, we've got West Virginia.
At number 8, we have Washington State.
Number 7, LSU Tigers.
At number 6, we got Kyler Murray and them Oklahoma Sooners. Boom Sooner.
And number 5, we got them Georgia Bulldogs.
Number 4, we got Michigan.
We got number 3, the conferenceless, the rogue team, Notre Dame.
At number 2, undefeated, Clemson.
And number 1, Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
All right, so ABQ just texted me.
Okay.
We about to get this in, y'all.
Oh, Lord.
We gonna see. I'm looking forward to this conversation.
Okay.
For the first time.
For the first time ever.
We putting a voice to the user.
Yes, so
That's
Adam,
right.
I'm about to call you up. Get ready. Cause here
Get her ready, get her ready,
We-
get her ready.
go.
Yeah, turn them up.
Yes, you are hearing a dial tone. This is a live show.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Hello?
Adam on Sports Talk Show. This is Smooth. How you doing?
I'm doing good, fellas.
You are live on the air, buddy.
I'm like, no smooth answer at all. Instant? None of that? Okay.
Along with, yes, as you said, Smooth. I'm sorry, Stan and Sadal. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm all mixed up
Hi,
and
it's
everything.
smooth along with smooth.
Along with Smooth. But no,
And Smooth.
Adam, how you doing, man?
Smooth, baby.
I am doing good. I started watching y'all's show just a couple weeks ago, and you guys are killing it. You guys crack me up every week, so keep doing what you're doing.
Hey, man, we definitely appreciate you commenting on our page and sharing it as well. We also followed you as well on Instagram. But your New York Jets, what's your thoughts on your hometown team, man?
My thoughts are everybody's calling for Todd Bowles' head right now, and I think it needs to start a little higher than that with Mike McCagnon. Todd Bowles is coaching the team that's out on the field was built by Mike McCagnon, the GM, and there's just no doesn't have the pieces, and the pieces fell to the GM, but nobody's calling for the GM to be fired right now. So I don't know what y'all's thoughts are on that, but I think it starts a bit higher than Todd Bowles.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. You know, when the GM can't pick the players out, you know, the talent evaluation is not there. You know, and trust me, we experienced that some years ago with the Rams. With talent evaluation, the whole nine and the whole bit, it just seems like every pick that we went out. And so I think, yes, I know Todd Bowles is a great coach. I think he was with the, I forget where he was. He was defensive coordinator for something.
I think Arizona.
Was it Arizona Cardinals?
I believe it was. I can't recall.
Yeah, that was the year the Arizona Cardinals was in the playoffs. I mean, they were really doing well. And it was because of that defense. And so, I mean, they just pick up some of the defensive pieces to have Bowles work with. I mean, we'll see a different team. But right now, man, yeah, it's just, yeah, the GM, I agree.
Yeah. Stan?
It's like when you're playing a game of spades, right? The person who's dealing the cards, they get the shuffling, they shuffle. You look at the cards. you got a horrible hand, right? And you looking at your partner. He's like, all right, how many we going? He says 4. You like, 2 are possible.
Right.
And then your partner gets mad at you. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the man that shuffled the cards. Get mad at the man that was working with the deck. He get
Forbid. They be like, oh yeah, I got 7.
like,
real?
all right.
All right, huh?
I'm gonna let you down.
Right.
It's like at this point, the coach is playing with a bad hand because the GM just dealt it out horribly.
Yeah.
Or right now, the GM is overbidding.
Yeah.
And his partner, which is the coach, is looking like, okay.
Now, Adam, I had a question. You had the Steelers at number 2 in your power ranking. Please explain.
I was cutting out a bit there, but I think you were saying about my number 2 pick being the Steelers.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to argue with that after this last week. I mean, you don't see a team show up and just blow out other teams like that. The same way the Saints. I don't think people were taking the Saints as seriously as they possibly could have when you had the Rams having that undefeated record. And I think it took beating the Rams to pop them up to that number 1 spot. Nobody was even considering them prior to that, even though they were a much better put together team than the Rams. And I think that's a bit of what you see with Steelers. Everybody was talking about putting the Chiefs ahead. Just that physical team that is going to be able to actually win playoff games. Because, I mean, I'm kind of predicting right now the Chiefs are going to be one and done in the playoffs.
Again.
Wow.
The season only says
That's
so
a hot
much.
take.
So that's why I've got the Steelers ranked as high as I think they are.
Yeah, and I mean, I can see why he would say that because they have a history. These last, 2 seasons, they have had a great record.
Yeah.
But then they'll end the season off kind of bad, and then the first playoff game, they gone.
It's all about momentum, man.
But with Patrick Mahomes and this new these weapons he have now, maybe this could be the year that it could change for Andy Reid.
Possible. I see that they are ranked high. I think it's just a tad bit too high. I mean, because if you're ranking defense, say Steelers versus the Rams, defense, okay, Steelers got them, but offense, man, there's no question that the Rams got that over the Steelers. You know, without them, playing against each other, I just see that. As well as the Chiefs. You can say the same thing, but interesting. They are on a roll, but consistency though.
And then
See what happens.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Stan. Any thoughts? On Steelers being number 2?
I've said this before when it comes to power rankings. I'll say it again. I believe that the power rankings are based on 3 things.
I think he cut out.
We lost him.
Oh.
Wait, finish your thought.
Right, because I was like, he can still hear me. I believe that the power rankings are based on 3 things: your overall performance that week, your record. Okay, I lied. It's based on 2 things. It's your record going into that week, and then your overall performance that week.
Hello, Adam.
Though.
All right, sorry about that. Look like we lost you. All right, we got you back on the line now.
Okay. Though the Steelers had a great performance, their overall record isn't up there. They have what 3 losses or something? The top listed teams have 2. I know the Chargers, I think, have 2 losses, right? And then every other team just has the 1, that being the Saints, the Chiefs, and the Rams. Their performance that week is what keeps them in that spot.
Yeah, and Pittsburgh technically has 2 losses, but they have a tie.
2 in the tie.
Yeah.
2 in the tie. Yeah.
So, Adam, is there a team that you can see be like a sleeper pick to go all the way outside of maybe the Chiefs and the Saints and the Rams?
My number 1 sleeper right now, and I enjoyed looking for the sleepers, because those are the teams that are fun, but the Cinderella stories. Honestly, I can see the Chargers upsetting some teams. I mean, when you say go the distance, I don't know if I can see them going all the way. But I can see them shaking it up, even sneaking their way into an 8. I think I don't believe in the Titans. I don't believe in them. I think if you're going to pick a sleeper, yeah, I think if any, I'd have to say the Chargers. They've been playing solid football. or even the Houston Texans on the other side. The Houston Texans, just all they've been doing is winning, and nobody's talking to them. But all they've been doing is winning.
Win, 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 win.
I agree with that. I actually agree with that.
Watch out for the Chargers then, huh?
Yeah. And, you know, and going into this season, I kind of written them off like, oh, they're the Chargers. You know, I'm guilty of that. So here they are, 72.
Right.
No one talking, like you said, no one's talking about them.
I'm definitely paying attention to them. They haven't lost a game since they lost to us, I believe. Because I think we were their second loss, and they were 1-2, and they haven't lost a game since. So that means that they've won 6, like, in a row, consecutively.
So, Adam, who will win next Monday night?
Adam, you there?
Hello?
Yeah, sorry, it was breaking up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. So, who do you have winning, the Rams or the Chiefs?
On this one, see, I thought it was going to be a landslide for the Rams, but then you have that Cooper Kupp injury, and that shakes the whole thing up. I'm going to give the nod to the Chiefs even on the road, even though I still think the Chiefs are going to be one and done in the playoffs for the simple fact that they're coming in as a team that's whole. And you look at how much Goff has relied on Kupp throughout the season. This is going to be an adjustment game to kind of give themselves a gut check and find out who they are without Cooper Kupp on the field. And you know they're going to be relying heavy on Gurley throughout the entire game, which is what the Chiefs are going to be ready for. So I'm going to give the nod to Kansas City.
Got you.
Yep, Stanton, you just outnumbered, man.
The whole world is against Stanton right now, but I think he can handle it. He can talk his way out of it. I know that.
Right.
All right, so here you go. Here he is.
I definitely agree with you, Adam, about him relying on Kupp. Kupp is the receiver to go to for sure. Like, when you throw it to him, it's a 50-50 whether or not he's going to take it in for a touchdown or not. But then on the other end, who, you know, I know he hasn't been getting a lot of attention because is he going again?
Yeah.
Let me finish the thought, though.
All right. I'm like, is he going again? Because like he was saying, Cooper Kupp has been getting all the attention. It's not to take away from the talent of Brandon Cooks. And then I think y'all are forgetting about another receiver by the name of Robert Woods.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget about Rob.
Yeah.
Cause look. Oh Lord.
All right. Well.
Yep. All right. Well,
he can kinda,
I feel like his phone.
Yeah. Hey,
that was a dead phone response right there.
Yeah. So Adam, just feel free to comment along with us on YouTube.
Yeah. But hey, you know, Adam, man, keep watching, keep participating, man. We enjoy having you here, man.
Appreciate it,
on
man.
The show.
But yeah, continue to comment though.
Robert Woods. You got Natson. He might have to come in and play a couple snaps as a receiver. You still got Brandon Cooks. You still got Gerald Everett. You still got Tyler Higbee. You got Todd Gurley who can catch a ball. And then if he's not catching, he's running.
And Farrell Cooper, you know.
You got Farrell Cooper coming back.
You never know what he's going to do.
Jared Goff likes to get out the pocket sometimes. Scramble.
Yeah, you know.
So he's got other weapons. His number one isn't there, but you still got a 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Right. And
6, counting yourself.
And Adam did say lost service. So
okay.
That's okay.
But yeah, continue to please feel free to comment still so we can go back and forth.
He said good times, great times.
Right. And also tell us about your show as well.
Yeah, we wanna check out your show, man.
Yeah, so hopefully we can
sneak peek in there,
do our thing with you as well.
I have to go back and watch a video that I saw because I wasn't sure of what the guy's name, but he was like, well, ABQ Sports Crew, and I was like, wait, was that Adam? So then I could put a face with the voice with the name.
There we go.
And stuff. Put it all together, and what do you get?
Peanut butter jelly time.
All right.
No.
So. All right. So that was the college football earlier, and just spoke with Adam from ABQ Sports Crew. So shouts out to you. Let's do it again very soon.
Indeed.
Let's get into some NBA.
Oh boy.
Hold on, real quick, before we move any further. There's one thing that we failed to talk about in the NFL, and I'm surprised we overlooked this. A certain player didn't show up this week.
Oh.
And he was supposed to.
You know what? We overlooked him because he overlooked.
He ain't
his
tripping
team.
right now, truthfully.
Yeah. He overlooked his team.
I mean, yeah, he did, you know. But honestly, I don't think the team ain't really stressing. It's not like we need you to come in. It's like, you know, we need you to come in not because we need you. We just need you to be worth this money we giving you.
And tell everyone who you are referring to.
I'm talking about Le'Veon late for work Bell. So just talking about him.
That's a no-show.
Yeah, that's a no call, no show.
No call, no show.
He did not ring any bells of notifications to let them know he wasn't coming in.
Right.
So yeah, he didn't show up. So now he forfeits, what was it, 14 and a half?
Right.
Yeah.
Because he's
$1 million.
banking on the bigger payday.
He's banking on a bigger payday. But then when you take the time to look at the NFL teams, not a lot of them are really lacking in the running back department.
And then the
Not a
ones
lot.
who are really at the bottom of the totem pole right now.
Right? It's like you can think of teams like, oh man, he can go to the Patriots. Now you got Sonny Michel and White. I forgot his first name. I think it's James. Something like
Yes,
that.
White. Yeah.
James White. The Rams are good, of course. Seahawks, maybe. He might be able to go to Seattle, get some kind of money out of
That'd be a good look. Hey,
But then-
should possibly Philadelphia.
Yeah.
No. Ajayi's gonna be back.
Yeah, but Ajayi
And then on
really
top of that,
making a difference though
and then-
when he was healthy.
I mean, on top of that, you got
That's-
Smallwood who's doing good right now. You still we're waiting on the return of Darren Sproles. Darren is still on the team.
Yeah,
allegedly.
he's also well over 30.
I mean, yeah.
And injury prone.
Yes.
I mean,
And that's not a good combination when you're running back in the NFL.
that's cool, but when you think about it, in Philly, okay, with these teams, either they're bad or they have a running quarterback. When you've got it in that situation, it's either picking damned if you do or damned if you don't.
Yeah.
With those teams, he had a good thing with Pittsburgh. He just wanted to be paid a dual back's salary, and their response was, "Yeah, we're starting James Conner." And James Conner ain't disappointing.
No, he's
Right.
So it's like, was that smart? Probably not.
Nah, yeah, it definitely would be different
we'll
if Connors
see.
wasn't doing his job.
Right.
Exactly. So we'll see what moves are made in the offseason. We'll see if he'll be an idiot of. We have to call him an idiot from a couple weeks.
Get the big payday that he wants.
My idiot from a few months back.
Right.
Le'Veon Bell. Y'all remember him?
All right, so NBA.
Also, hold on, one more thing. I just want to pull up how Le'Veon Bell is just stupid, because it's like you got to practice what you preach. Sir, you made a tweet back in 2013 on February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, saying if you could sit out a year of a sport you play and you're not injured or something else is preventing you to play. I know he meant from, but you know the grammar is just not that good. It's a whole lot of errors in this tweet. And he said, then you don't love it. So Le'Veon, clearly by your own words,
Basically,
Yes.
he ain't practicing what he preaching.
you're not.
See,
Be
you
careful.
know,
Be careful what you say on the internet.
it
better
never
learn-
goes away.
you better
And the
learn from Kevin
internet
Durant.
is undefeated, man.
You better learn from Kevin Durant. You watch what you say.
It's like Father Time, man. They both undefeated, bro.
All right, now let's go into the NBA standings.
Speaking of Durant,
Are you ready for these standings, man?
oh yes. Gotta
All
get
right,
those ready.
the famous NBA standings with Smooth and Sadal with Stanton with the what should we call them? The
Honestly, I wouldn't even put that much hype into it this season, because it's like it's one team doing horrible, some teams doing subpar, and then everybody else is okay.
and then plus it is still early too.
Right,
Yeah.
it's still early, so I'm a hold back on mine because it's still
Okay.
early. Because you know when we started, it was like, yeah, you're done. Ain't no way you
Right.
coming back.
Right.
Yeah.
So we could just run through these standards. I believe it's 15 apiece. So we could all just go ahead and take one. Who want to start it off?
All right. So West Coast.
All right, best in the West. We're gonna start with the worst. Phoenix Suns 2-11. We have Minnesota. We're gonna go all the way through.
Nah, I thought Smooth was gonna catch it, but I'll catch it. We got Minnesota 5-9.
Dallas 5-8.
Houston at 6-7.
The Lakers finally over 500.
Finally.
At 7-6.
New Orleans 7-6 as well.
And then Utah 7-6.
And you got Sacramento surprisingly, at 8-6 right now.
Memphis 7-5.
San Antonio 7-5.
You got OKC doing pretty good. Winners of. Oh, they lost the game. Okay. Well, they've won 8.
Now the top 4. Number 4, Clippers 8-5.
And Denver at 9-5.
Portland at 10-3. Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Portland at 10-3
4-game winning streak.
The number 1
for now.
Golden. Oh, for now.
For now.
Oh.
Big talk. Golden State. Now in the East. How we looking?
All right, Cleveland. Man, Cleveland is looking like Cleveland of
Look,
old.
look, 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 look. Cleveland is looking as bad as them city uniforms. Did you see that?
Oh my God, they were just horrible.
I see what they were trying to do, but there was a third color in there, and they just had the 2, so it was like. Ugh.
But you know, they're wearing the colors that they wore when they were losing, and it fits. They're 2-11.
You got Atlanta with the star point guard working out at 3-11.
New York Knicks 4-10.
Chicago
Get
Bulls.
it together, man.
Chicago Bulls 4-10.
You got the Washington Wizards at 4-9.
Miami Heat 5-8.
Orlando Magic, not quite Magic, 6-8.
You got the Brooklyn Nets at 6-8.
Detroit Pistons at 6-6.
Charlotte Hornets at 7-7.
You got Boston right outside of the top 4.
Yeah.
7-6. They're not as good as they thought they were. Those are their words.
And number 4, we got Indiana 8-6.
Yeah, number 3, man, Philly, here they come. 9-6, man.
Number 2, Fear the Deer.
Yes.
Milwaukee Bucks
And the number 1 spot,
for now.
Toronto Raptors. All right, so let's get into the power rankings.
All right.
And go ahead and give me the power rankings. Someone go ahead and call it off. At number 5.
All right.
These
internet.
power rankings.
No,
All right, number 5, we have.
no record needed.
Okay, number 5, we have the Denver Nuggets. Number 4, we have the Portland Trail Blazers. At number 3, we have Milwaukee Bucks. At number 2, we have the Golden State Warriors. And at number 1, we have the Toronto Raptors.
What y'all think of that?
I believe it's fitting. I had a conversation with Annie recently about these Clippers. You know, her beloved
favorite
Clippers.
team.
Her favorite team.
Shouts out to you if you're watching, Annie.
And she was like, yeah, they just beat the Warriors. Told them they could do it. I was like, they just beat the Warriors. True. In overtime. True. Without Steph Curry, who, you know, with them threes, it would have been close. And then she was like, okay.
And then we didn't know it at the time, but we have 2 feuding players.
Right, we got 2 feuding players at the end of regulation.
Man.
Throwing words. Like,
Yeah, they throwing words.
It was serious.
In a place where we cannot say that word.
And then it was
Right
like,
now.
and then, that's cool and all, but the Bucks thrashed them.
Yeah.
And they're like, without those 3 players. Okay. Still won by 20. The Dubs got dubbed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was pretty.
Yeah, she feel like the Clippers will be the team to dethrone Golden State.
Oh.
I had that meme with Charlie Murphy. They laughed.
The only team that at this point they're dethroning is the Lakers. But the king always comes back for his crown.
So, let's go back to Philly. A big trade just happened. Jimmy
trade.
Butler is now with the 76ers.
This is a
Yes.
big deal. This is huge.
huge.
Big deal.
Big deal.
Bigly.
So, with this trade happening, does this mean the Sixers are the front runners, are the favorites in the Eastern Conference?
Maybe.
Yeah, I still have the Celtics right now.
I don't even have that.
Oh.
You got the man gunning for MVP right now, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who I believe right now he is the front runner for MVP. But it's a young season, but still he out here doing
Bucks are not
freakish
looking
things.
that bad, man.
They're not. They above your Celtics that you would pick.
My Celtics.
You just said
Not my
you were
team.
running.
I just-
in this scenario right here.
Okay.
You said you were running with the Celtics to be the top of the East. They were too, but they forgot about something. They got too many players on there that want the ball. Too many players who.
It may be a problem when you only play with one basketball.
They got too many. Look, they have a Golden State issue that Golden State doesn't have. If you think about it, they have too many good players for their team. But Golden State, with having that for like 700 years, it feels like they know how to. They know how to work with it. Brad Stevens is learning how to adjust with it. He's getting there though. But then you got the Raptors for now up top. Kawhi is still injury prone. Like, let's not forget that.
So let's go back. You said something about the Greek Freak being probably right now the MVP favorite. Is he the best player in the league right now?
Right now? He's amongst a group.
Who is better than him? That's the question.
I mean, we weren't saying
Who is better?
To say he's amongst the group, that doesn't mean someone's better.
If he's not the best, who's better than him?
I mean, I wasn't saying someone was better than him, but what I'm saying is he's not the only one out here balling right now.
But when your question is, who is he the best?
Until that I said one of. He's in the group.
He's definitely his one of.
He's in the
bottom
group.
line. He's in the upper echelon.
Yeah.
How long were you waiting to say that?
I really wasn't. It just came out like that. It just happens. But yeah, man. So
That fits.
overall, thank you. Overall, with Milwaukee Bucks, this team they did beat Golden State recently, even though
20
Steph
ball.
Curry didn't play, and I believe Draymond Green didn't play either.
A 20
But-
ball is a 20 ball. Right?
Exactly. And they beat them at Golden State. Is it time for us to fear the deer? Mike Budenholzer, he's a coach. He had previous experiences playing, coaching with the Spurs years back. He led the Hawks to a #1 seed years ago. You know, they got swept against the Cavaliers.
I'm about to say they got swept, but you know.
But he has experience leading a team. Does he finally have the right team? Is this Milwaukee team that team that can go places?
To be honest with you, I haven't really seen a Milwaukee Bucks game to really give it the eye test. But the record doesn't lie. I just can't call it right now. Can't call it right now.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's still early in the season. You know, we're doing all this. It's still not even 20 games have been played yet. We're right at 15 for some teams. Like, so it's still early. Once we get to the definitive All-Star break, that's when all the talk. We'll bring this conversation back up in February. Because, you know, once we get to February, once we get there, then we can have this conversation. Because we'll see. We're not even guaranteed that some of these teams will be in the same spot. We're not guaranteed Toronto will still be top spot. Boston might gel together. They might get it together. Milwaukee might just rise up to the top spot. Shoot, Philly has a ugly starting five right now. Ugly. You got Simmons, Butler, Redick, what's his face, and Embiid.
Ugly in a good way.
Yeah, a good ugly.
And then I like what you said earlier. You know, you're still early, but I am liking how Milwaukee is playing. It seems like they all have bought into Budenholzer more than they have with Jason Kidd. The team is playing unselfish ball. They're playing great defense. And if Giannis can just get that jumper right.
Who?
Giannis.
It's Giannis. You don't pronounce the G?
Lord. Yeah, I knew that. I'm sorry.
He said
Giannis.
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 And folks, I'm not even going to try.
Antetokounmpo.
The Greek Freak.
Whatever you say.
I done heard it enough times in 2K when he was dunking off of my player, which was not fair. Dang
So,
it.
yeah, I'm sorry about that, everyone.
My block rating
Giannis.
wasn't up yet.
If he gets that 3-point game together, man, whoa.
Look, you know who does have that 3-point game together?
Who that?
Who is that? Brooke Lopez?
Oh, right.
28 points? That boy was just knocking down threes that one week. Like, he was
Exactly.
just feeling it.
So,
He's the true third or fourth or however many brothers it is. Splash brother instead of DeMarcus Cousins. You remember that video?
Right.
I'm the third splash brother. Clank.
So you mentioned Kawhi Leonard earlier.
Yep.
With the success that the Raptors are having right now currently, of course he's going to be free agent. If you are Kawhi, would you stay in the situation you're in right now or still see about going elsewhere?
We keep saying right now, and it's only not even 20 games left. Right now, he's doing good. But you all have to remember, where did he want to end up? Where did he want to go?
You said L.A.
Where is he at right now?
Toronto.
Toronto, last time I checked, ain't L.A. in any way, shape, or form. It's cold. It's snowy. And you got to deal with Drake. So, you know.
And he's a native of Southern California, so.
Huh?
Think so, yeah.
No, that dude is New York than a mug. Kawhi Leonard?
Kawhi Leonard? I thought he was
Paul George is from South L.A. Paul George is from L.A.
Google it.
I don't know
Let's find
what part.
out.
Google it, Chuck.
Because you don't hear Kawhi talk. I love the game of basketball. You remember that? It was right before the
That was
laugh.
the thing, because he wanted to go, he wanted to stay home and
find out.
No,
real
that's
quick.
what Paul George was saying. But you know, he got punked out by Westbrook.
Okay, let's look that up, man. But I think like Stan was saying, man, it's too early to even to call it, because we don't even know what they're gonna do by the end of the season. Yeah, they're doing good now.
Uh-oh. Go ahead, Stan.
Oh dang.
Uh-oh.
Hey, save that for congress. You were right.
Save it for later. All right.
Say that for later. Say that for later.
So let's talk about a former Chicago Bull who is doing some big things recently.
Oh man,
Mr. Derrick Rose.
I'm so happy to see this, man.
Yes.
I'm so happy to see this, man.
Was it last week he had a 50-point game?
Yeah.
Been playing consistent ball. I know Jeff Teague has been hurt, and even when Jeff Teague comes back, Derrick Rose should still be starting, because the way that he's playing right now is very it's inspirational what he's doing.
Yeah, he's
Timberwolves.
I mean, everybody that follows NBA knows about D Rose's injury woes, man, and just to see him bounce back and to play at a high level again, it really shows you what could have been,
right,
if he would have career, man. He would have been one of the all-time greats.
And I mean, he's only 30 years old.
He's only 30 years old
and gone through so much stuff.
Yeah. I would ride this thing on out, man, and see how far he can go.
Dan, what's your thoughts?
Man, let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something.
Nobody is more happy for this than me. Let me tell you why. That man tore his ACL on my prom night.
Ooh.
We watching the game. He just did some weird little fish flop in the air and went down. It was ugly too.
Yeah.
And that was his MVP season. That was like the season after the MVP.
Right.
Which it was already riddled with injury and stuff. So it wasn't a good season. Then the ACL was just that. And then it got worse and it just kept getting worse, and like there was no light at the end of that tunnel. Excuse me. And then to see what he's gone through in the past 2 years with the Knicks to the Cavs to the Jazz and then to the Timberwolves. He was just passed around so much within 1 year.
Right. And
now to see that there was video of him, he was in the gym when he wasn't on the team, just working on himself, getting it together. All the time and energy that he's invested into going back to his regular form, and to see him right now, it makes me so proud.
Yeah.
It really does. I wish Chicago wouldn't have gave up on the brother, but you know, it be your own people sometimes, because he's from Chicago. So,
I mean,
you know.
They had no choice, you know.
Yeah,
They really did.
It kind of like ran stale. They got tired of, having the high hopes, and then all of a sudden, he's gone
He
again.
had to move on.
That's cool and all. But all I'm saying is, it ain't like Chicago could have, you know, it ain't like Chicago got something to lose right now. They don't. They suck right
Like
now.
4-12, right?
4-9. Don't
4-9.
They suck.
Right. There it is.
I still got to get that little sound bite.
Yeah. But
No, they're 4-10. Excuse me, but still, they suck. So you know, like I'm just proud of them. I'm looking to see where this goes, how long he can keep this going. I'm calling it right now. He's gonna do a victory lap in Chicago. I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
He gonna sign back to Chicago, cut his hair off, and get it back to the old school.
Do a Nipsey
Do it
Hustle.
big.
Do a Nipsey Hustle, man. That victory lap.
he'll come in with a fur coat on.
Right.
He gonna own it.
No. Mm-mm,
He gonna have a fur coat on and a rose in his mouth.
Right.
no.
You know, he from the South Side, Chicago.
He ain't do none of that the first time.
He gonna do it now. He
Yeah.
gonna like, I'm back, B.
I'm back.
All right, but for real, shouts out to D Rose, man. Keep on playing, keep on being an inspiration for
My leg falling
those.
asleep in the stool. Lord,
Right.
man.
From the good to
Right.
ugly to the bone.
There it is. All right, so this should be an interesting topic. So, Melo Ball, his younger brother, he was playing in a semi-pro league, under the big baller brand thing, the
Whatever
JBA.
that was.
Then he went overseas first, but then the JBA. But then he announced 2 weeks ago he's coming back to the States. He's going to Ohio to play for the Cat. Now I was playing, but to play for he's going back to high school, playing for Spire Academy. Why you feel like he's dumb?
Because he's okay. Think back to yourself at that age, right? There's nothing really different when it comes to when you look at people in that age range. How old is he? Like 15 or something? 15, 16?
You talking about when he?
No, I'm talking about like right now. How old is he?
He's I believe he's 16, 17.
How long has he been out of high school?
1 full year.
Okay, so you got that. You when you look at the players, or when you just look at people in that age group, they're not making wise decisions. He may have the street smarts, and the street smarts is cool, but when you get down to, eventually get into the NBA, street smarts ain't gonna help you with these contract negotiations, right? You know what I mean?
But what about him at least having that experience being overseas, playing against semi-pro, and then playing in the JBA? He's getting that experience out the way.
Can we name the players he was playing against in the
No, we
JBA and
can't.
overseas?
No, we can't.
Because they hate. Look, let me tell you something. USA and basketball versus overseas teams.
Right, but
It's
but
ugly.
but you're talking about semi-pro playing overseas and high school.
All right, so he's gonna come back to high school. He's gonna ball out. Okay, his brother in high school balled out. All his brothers play well.
Except for LiAngelo, really.
Well, he was okay. He just made dumb decisions.
Yeah, stupid dumb.
See,
Super dumb.
it's a genial thing.
But
They just make dumb
I would say
decisions.
this.
go ahead.
I say this. First of all, he's 16 years old.
Right.
Dumb.
To be realistic, he needs a high school education at least, man.
And then plus it
needs that
was his father who really made that decision for him.
Right. He needs his GED or something. Something.
You ain't even
You
gonna
gotta
let him
have high
graduate. You ain't even gonna let him
GED, high
graduate.
school. He needs that level of education because that's
All
the
you get
basics.
is GED.
That's the basic knowledge that you will have going, into the rest of your life. Because basketball is not always going to be there,
It's really not.
and you're gonna have to fall back on something. And a high school is bare minimum these days. So
Look,
just to go back to high school is a good look,
Right.
smart.
And that's my thing is, the decision may not have been that smart at the time because he had bigger thoughts like, okay, I'm going to go to this JBA thing or overseas and then get drafted next year. It didn't happen. But for him to go back to high school, it is a big thing. And he's always saying he wants to go to college and go to a big time school. So get that exposure that you already have from overseas in the JBA league. Do your thing in high school. Show them why you are still one of the best high school guys in the country. Get the experience in the college. And at the end of the day, the question is, with him he's already like 6'7", and he's 16 years old. And I think his skills, to me, are far better than Lonzo. But will he be a better pro than Lonzo Ball?
I'm not really sure.
No.
It's just hard to tell. He's still young.
I'm just gonna say.
And so it's just hard to tell right now. And I haven't really seen him play. I'm just talking about off the court. So I don't know, a better pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about his maturity level.
I was just about to say that.
Maturity level.
It's like you were asking will he be better than his brother in the pros. He was in the semi-pros having street fights with these kids. Like he straight just threw a whole punch at dude. Like wasn't even shy about it either. Just like cat, just right in the face. Started a whole fight. That's not the way you conduct yourself in a professional sport. No matter what the level of professionalism is. Like I don't think that. Like you said, I don't think the maturity is going to translate. High school may help him, which may be another reason why he's going to high school. He also just might end up like a Boogie Cousins before Boogie got help, because Boogie was a hothead.
Right. And now he trying to play peacekeeper.
Right? It's like a total 180.
So, speaking of Melo, not LaMelo, but Carmelo.
The boy is done.
There you go.
The boy is done.
He's done.
Don't disrespect, huh?
Your boy is done.
Stay behind the camera there.
Your boy,
Stay behind the camera.
No,
boy
you know what?
done.
Matter of fact, this is a sports talk show.
Look.
You know what? We
Look.
got
Come on,
Mike
come on,
right
come on
here.
over here. Come on over here, man.
You want to come over?
Let me tell you.
Come on over.
Your boy was done the minute
Boy's
he
done.
left New York.
Look, what did I say about Father Time?
It's undefeated.
Exactly. Father Time is
Look,
undefeated.
Come on up here, man.
Your boy, no, honestly, your boy was done when he went to New York and got swept. That was it. He ain't get to the playoffs for real after that. Your boy is done.
So before we continue, tell everybody your name real quick.
My name's Quentin,
And he representing who?
35 Multimedia.
There you go. So
and
check.
at this moment, he is also
He was so
representing-
compelled
Right.
about Carmelo Anthony and what we were saying. Why is that? Tell us why.
Tell us something.
He is high.
He had to
class.
put down his camera to come and talk to us.
He had to come talk
he
to
had to.
us.
He didn't necessarily make the smartest choice as far as taking that extension in New York. He clearly made that move for the money and not because he wanted to win a championship. But I also will say that the role players in New York, such as Iman Shumpert, Raymond Felton, and Jeremy Lin was there as well, they couldn't hold their weight. And when you get used to being the scoring person on the team and being a ball hog, like, it hurt him, but you really can't blame him. LeBron did the same thing in Cleveland, and he pretty much got them a championship that way.
Pretty much. Hold on.
I mean, Kyrie held his own too, but this last season, he carried them to the finals, and they got swept. So, I mean, Melo, he was an excellent player, especially in Denver.
Now, I think Carmelo's biggest mistake was when he turned down the offer to join the Bulls when they were right there with the Heat.
Thank you.
You already had D Rose.
Yep.
You already had Noah.
Jimmy G buckets.
You had Taj Gibson. You had Paul Gasol, I believe.
Yep.
And he turned that down because he wanted to stay keep the money with New York Knicks. And ever since then, his career has been down the drain.
But you know what? We're talking about coulda, woulda, shouldas. We're talking about his old teams. But what about right now?
Right now,
Right now,
He
has not performed, period.
All I'm saying is when
He's
for a
done.
whole game, your stat line reads
He's done.
5 rebounds, 2 points, you 1 for 11 the whole game? So you're going to stand up here and defend a player that just went 1 for 11 and then all of a sudden got sick.
One thing I will say, it's hard to go from being the leader and the scorer to of the team to being a role player. It's very hard to do that.
But he had about a couple seasons.
He definitely had a couple seasons to do that.
Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, once again, Father Time is undefeated. His skills aren't the same, but you can't, if you Houston, and this is your fault, Houston, you can't take away Trevor Ariza and Luke Mbah-a-Moute and expect to have the same kind of level of play from adding Carmelo Anthony. They thought he was going to come in and start scoring 20 points a game like he used to. He can't play defense. Houston already had recently had a bad start to the season.
Big bro coming off the bench.
But now they're getting better, but Carmelo isn't playing. So is Carmelo being blackballed now?
No.
No.
Nah. He blackballed himself.
He's just, I mean,
That's the only slander I'll agree with about Carmelo. He did blackball himself.
He blackballed himself in that one game. That game was trash. This brother's performance is not good. It's not good anymore.
Yeah. He had a great career, man.
Right.
That's all I gotta say. He had a great career. Possible Hall of Famer.
Possible.
Possible.
No. I wasn't saying it like to disagree with him.
Right.
I was just saying possible.
Okay.
Like that's a strong possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
He might be this generation's. Nope.
I'm not saying
that. Charles Barkley was a better player.
I'm not saying he's not going to be Hall of Famer. I'm just saying it's possible.
He gonna be a worse Hall of Famer than Chuck.
Do you think he should go ahead and sign with the Lakers?
No. The Lakers already.
What they
got
gonna do
enough.
with him? They gonna do with him?
Let me tell you something. If he signs with the Lakers, he will be Adam Morrison 2.0.
Ooh, he could be a player coach.
Ooh. Not a coach.
He's gonna be Adam Morrison 2.0. LeBron is the player coach. Don't you ever get it twisted.
I forgot who he was talking about.
LeBron is the player, the coach, the G. No, we can't say that no more.
Even T-Mac today, he said, Carmelo, go ahead, retire.
Yeah. T-Mac.
And what's crazy is T-Mac just stopped Just stopped playing. He was over there in Asia.
So let's talk about Golden State real quick. We talked about this earlier to begin the show. I know that was on your mind, correct?
I've got
I have some thoughts. I have some idiot of the week on the way related to that.
All right, so real quick, the game against the Clippers, Golden State lost that game in overtime. There was a play in which Draymond Green decided to take the ball down the court and didn't pass to nobody else. KD was saying, "Give me the ball." You had Klay Thompson to his right, and Draymond Green lost the ball. And they had a meeting afterwards on the bench, and KD was like, "Hey man, you could have passed the ball. I was open." And then Draymond Green, per Stephen A. Smith and per other sources, said,
"Hold on, I thought that happened in the locker room."
Hold on, wait a minute. They said on the bench that he called Kevin Durant the B word multiple times.
Wow.
They're basing this. Stephen A. Smith is saying, and I'm sorry for the background noise if you hear that, people, but Stephen A. Smith said that the main reason for everything that Draymond's doing, showing his frustration, he feels that Kevin Durant is not fully committed with the Warriors based off his pending free agency. So they had a big locker room argument as well after the game. Draymond Green is pretty much in his feelings because he feel like Kevin Durant is playing around with the media and the team and not being 100% committed to Golden State and wanted to stay after this season. And that's where his frustration is from his point of view, from Draymond. Thoughts on that?
I just see Stanton with a big smile on his face. I'm gonna say my thoughts to my idiot of the week.
Okay, Stan, go ahead.
Whew, I see your true colors. And that's on both parts. That's on Draymond and KD. We already knew Draymond ain't like KD. And apparently KD don't like Draymond. Don't nobody like nobody. There's trouble in paradise. I'm calling it right now. KD finna be gone. You know what? He don't talk to the media. That's how you know he gone. That whole thing, you remember the last time?
Yeah.
Gone. Where's he gonna go? I don't know. Probably New York. But yeah, he wants the ball in his hand because he believes that he can deliver in clutch situations. He has his moments. He also has his moments where he cannot deliver in clutch situations consecutively. I'm going to say it this time. You know what consecutive means? That means one right after the other, right after the other. Now, if you all were counting, that's 3, which is the number of games he lost before he went to the team that beat him. So, therefore, all I'm saying is it's showing right now. KD is leaving. And right now, since he's leaving, he's trying to build up his stock. As if you can't see, that's another thing that's going back to his ego. As if you really can't Remember when he was trying to be like, they'll never give me Defensive Player of the Year?
Right.
Like, why do you need that simple stat when you are a 2-time Finals champion, 2-time Finals MVP, regular season MVP? What more do you need, sir? You got 2 rings, 4 trophies, 2 finals, 2 MVP. You got all that. What's one more trophy gonna hurt? You're trying to build up your stats when you really don't need to. We know what you do, KD. I don't like you, but I do respect you.
So
Slightly.
Shannon Sharp said something very interesting on Undisputed.
That's everybody uncle.
Right.
So he says, and this could be Kevin Durant's mindset, that maybe Kevin Durant is not actually happy on Golden State, even with him winning the championship, because of how everyone is questioning why he made that move to go to Golden State, a team that was already, going to the finals.
Right. Everybody.
Our stream went off, I think. Oh, there we go. It's back on.
The other underlying thing.
Oh, that he may have made a mistake?
No.
What?
He's going to suffer long term because of his ego. What does KD want to do ultimately? Okay, he's won the championships. Now he wants to lead a team, which is why he's going to sad New York City. Well, they're not that sad. They doing better than the Cavs. He just wants to be in a position where he can be the man. He wants to be LeBron James.
So sounds like
Mark my words.
sounds like the only team that can beat Golden State.
It's Golden State.
Yes.
Golden State.
And right now they beating themselves.
Yeah.
And with Steph Curry being out for
It's starting
5 to 10 more games, possibly.
No, well, at least 5.
At least 5.
At the most,
Again,
10.
I'm gonna keep with the theme of the NBA, but we was talking tonight. It's still early.
Yeah.
This happened at the beginning of the season and not a month away from the playoffs.
I believe ABQ has something.
I say ABQ
Durant
said
should stay next year.
Durant should stay next year and tell ownership to trade Green.
They're not gonna do that.
Right.
They're not gonna do that. Draymond Green is the star defensive player of the Warriors.
But here's the problem. Draymond Green got suspended by Golden State yesterday.
He did.
That sends a message that they could be on Durant's side more than Draymond Green's
That
side.
could.
That's foolish.
That's could have.
That's-
that's a stretch.
And if Draymond Green is
stretch.
seeing that and he's already in his feelings with KD, and he sees, oh, well, y'all going to suspend me for da-da-da-da, that could really cause a lot of friction with management. You saw what he did last year or 2 years ago when he cussed out Steve Kerr in the locker room.
He's extra.
I'm telling you right
and,
now.
and that can cost him.
That
Yeah,
is
exactly.
fudging foolish.
Yeah.
That ain't the word I wanted to say. It's like that's foolish. You're going to take the side of a man who, mark my words, what's today? Mark this,
The 14th.
November 14th.
Right.
I'm calling it. KD is leaving Golden State. So you're going to take the side of a man that is going to leave you. And then Draymond's contract is up too, right? So you trying to keep 2 eggs in a basket, but you're making a hole in your basket right now. That's what you're doing. So when it comes time for the off season, when everybody's free to do what they want to do, you're gonna go to your basket up, that hole big. There's no base of your basket because you're putting all your trust in KD, who really don't like staying with teams at this point, and you're dissing Draymond, who has done nothing. Who has done nothing but be loyal to you.
So with that being said,
What's up?
if you are the GM of the Golden State Warriors, who would you want to keep on your team next
Draymond.
season?
I'd say Draymond, man.
Draymond. KD can
Tell
score.
us your thoughts as well.
KD can score, but what do we say wins championships?
Defense.
Who's the ugliest defender on Golden State?
Draymond Green.
Not only
man.
will he get at you physically,
He's the
he'll
fire.
get at you.
He's the fire of the whole team.
He'll
He
mess
brings the
with
spark.
Like
of the
y'all
whole
remember,
team.
y'all remember that gift of him going to KD like this? Let me tell you, man. You got to do like he.
I mean, without him, there's no spark.
There is no spark.
So do you think that what they're going through right now, this friction, is going to actually better the team long
The
term.
only
Man,
time-
I won't say better the team. I'll say it'll pass. It's nothing, man.
I hope y'all right,
It's
man.
nothing.
To say what you were saying about spark, the only time there's a spark in the Warriors is when it's KD versus Russ. That's the only time KD gets who's is bigger than who's. That's the only time KD will get in somebody's face, and it's
Got
Russ,
you.
who is smaller than you. Really, bruh? Okay. That's the only time. Other than that, they just all calm, cool, and collected. Draymond is the spirit of the Warriors.
Yeah.
Got you. All right. Once again, we are live here at Smoke Session. You see the address on right above his head, right there. It's
See,
right
man,
there.
see now. Come on, man. This is just too much.
Come on, man.
Right. We have a nice looking crowd behind us. They're having a hiring event. You better get on down here trying to get some extra money for holidays. I'm just saying. Or even, maybe even longer if you got the
Right, get you
skills.
some extra money for the holidays, and Amazon is throwing that deal too.
Right, make
Where
it
them
happen.
dollars at?
What? Whoa,
All right.
wait a
You know
minute.
where his mind is right now.
Sorry, the Jill Scott video. just
Oh,
kinda
oh, oh,
threw me
oh,
off
oh,
this
oh,
week.
oh.
Sorry.
And I don't know where
Sorry.
Stan gone.
Hope my pastor ain't watching.
Oh, Lord.
Hope my pastor.
All right, he back. All right, so
Okay.
congrats. You were right.
So, dawg, I am ashamed. That's probably the worst. That's the second. That's tied. Okay.
See, it's the influences of Smooth.
Don't
man.
add me in this.
So,
Don't at me, bro.
So, so what do we say every time? The opinions of Smooth don't reflect, but they rub off, huh?
Yeah. They do.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give mine. Congrats, gentlemen. Had to go back and Google it. It's not my fault though. They didn't post it on Instagram until like after the season. So they did fire him mid-season, but they didn't post it until after the season with the whole documentary and stuff. Because that's when they released it. So that's when I saw it, and I was like, "Oh snap! They just fired him." Because it was like they announced they gave him an extension, and then they fired him.
And I'm sorry for them. Who was they?
Oh,
Who you talking about?
Wait, what? Oh,
Who you talking
was they?
about?
The Rams, and Jeff Fisher.
Okay.
Okay. Because I confused myself.
what-
I'm like, who?
because what happened
I'm like,
last
who am
week?
I talking about?
You-
I confused myself. Like, who am I talking about?
Like,
All right.
you jump right into it,
You
but
just
they don't
right
know.
into it. They don't know.
Yes, they do. They're faithful.
new viewers.
They're faithful. They'll go back and rewatch because they're like, man, this show was awesome.
Okay, for those who didn't.
All right, for those who didn't know, last week, I don't know what segment it was. We were talking about Ram coaches, something like that. We were talking about firing Jeff Fisher, and when it happened, I swore up and down it was at the end of the season, like February-ish. And they were like, nah, bruh, that was December-ish, or somewhere like that.
Right.
And then I was like, nah, man. Because I remember I saw the video. See, what I was going off of was when I saw the video. So I was right when I saw the video. But when it happened, though, yeah, that was different. So, yeah.
Like you're on the west of the video.
The video. When I saw the video, though, that was different. Because it's all clear over here. But,
He's silly.
so, yes, congratulations, gentlemen. You were right. That's the only one I'm giving out for the next couple weeks. Y'all hold on. Because y'all only finna be right about these pick'ems. But in another sport, congratulations to dog. I don't know why he was speaking with a New York accent, but Kawhi is from the West Coast.
Thank you.
I don't know why he's like
Thank you,
basketball. Like, you ain't
Basketball.
from New York.
You ain't from New York.
You ain't from Yonkers. You ain't from the Brooklyn.
All right.
You ain't from
Anybody-
the Empire State.
So, Stan,
Huh?
congrats.
Oh, shoot.
You may be right.
This was
Uh-oh.
news to me.
Uh-oh.
We was referring to we're talking about Alexa Bliss, and I was saying she may be out until after Survivor Series, then she may come back. But he was like, this could be a possible career, injury that she has going on right now. Multiple concussions, similar to like what Daniel Bryan was going through.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And now word is she may be out for an extended time
Oh, wow.
to give her time to kind of get, no pun intended in regards to this, but maybe her screws are loose from concussions.
Damn. You never fail. You never fail, Smooth.
You know what? That wasn't his worst, so I'll take that.
Yeah, so
Had to throw a little something.
So
Like-
Stan he was saying that it's possible she may be out. It could be a possible career ending situation.
That'd be sad, man. I
because
wouldn't
now
want
with
that to
that, I
happen.
want to draw you all's attention to Monday when they came down and rushed the ring.
Yeah, and
Who
she
dipped?
dipped.
She dipped out.
She was
fast.
gone. Yeah, she was
Because
gone.
usually Alexa will throw a punch or something. Because last year, boy, she punched the mess out of Charlotte. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Knocked her all the way out. And then it was like she dipped. Like this is a serious injury. I don't know what the injury is, but it's something serious. So I'll take that. Thank you.
You got anything, Sadal?
Not this week, man. Not this week.
You're gonna have one next week. My Rams gonna pull through. I gave them one.
I hope so. I hope they do.
You were confusing me, sir.
I hope they pull through.
You make my brain hurt.
But I
Dang
picked
it.
the Chiefs.
All right. So up next we have idiot
Let's
of
wrap this up.
the week.
Yes.
What you got for us, Sadal?
All right. Like I said, I do have an idiot of the week, and it's connected to this whole Golden State issue, but it may not be who you think it is.
Is it Steph Curry?
No. It
Is it
is.
DeMarcus Cousins?
No.
Dang it.
No. It is one Kevin Durant.
I love this. Please proceed.
Now, this is not coming from Stanton now.
I know, right?
This is coming from me.
Look, at this point, the views of Sadal do reflect Stanton. Come on, talk about it.
Okay, this is why. Now, Kevin Durant is supposed to be a leader. Not only a leader in the locker room, but a leader for the NBA. He's supposed to be one of the best NBA players in the league. Now, arguably, he's supposed to be the best player in the league, right? Yeah, right. So, as that leader, as one of those best players, you are supposed to be a leader in your team. You seen one of your teammates mess up in the game, in a critical moment of the game. A great leader would say, hey, don't worry about it. Game's tied, pat him on the back and say, we'll get him here. Going into overtime, we'll win this game and pick up your teammate. And also, he knows his teammate. He knows his teammate has a bad temper, talking about Draymond Green. So he knows this. So it's best to have him go into the situation, analyze it, and say, you know what? Shake it off. Let's go get him in overtime. What did Kevin Durant do? It's all about me. He's patting his chest and he's all talking about me. Why did you pass me the ball? And blaming his teammates in that critical moment instead of lifting them up. And so, what does Draymond Green do? The
Call him a
obvious.
female dog.
Yeah. But you knew that's the reaction that you were going to get when you do that. So, instead of going into overtime and possibly winning the game, you lose the game and you lose a critical member of your team, critical member of that defense for the next game without pay.
And maybe a friend.
And maybe a free.
And he loses 120,000.
Yes.
Well, no, Draymond lost 120,000.
All because he took that moment and made it a selfish moment for himself instead of making it about the team.
You know, when you were saying that, you know what I was thinking about? What I said earlier. Kevin Durant wants to be LeBron James. That whole situation is reminiscent of a situation. I believe it was in June. It was the NBA Finals, Game 1. Free throw was missed. Somebody had the ball, didn't do what they were supposed to do with the ball. LeBron got upset. Now, the difference between these two upset players is that LeBron wasn't like, give me the ball. He was like, you should have passed it. Why didn't you? What? Like that. That was the funniest thing. But what did KD do? No. He pulled a Tupac. All eyes on me. He pulled that Carl Anthony Towns from that picture. Stop. Do that. He pulled that. That's the difference between a leader and a stat stuffer.
All right. So for that reason, for all of those reasons, Kevin Durant, you are my idiot of the week.
Put it on me yet. God, we've been doing this enough.
on,
I
baby.
know. I'm sorry.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Hey, Kevin. Get your head out your ass. Itch.
Kevin, stop. Get some help.
You a new fool.
Hold on, before we move on, I wanna shout out B.A.5 on Instagram.
That's old boy who doing the impressions.
Yeah,
right?
the impressions.
Okay.
He did a video of mine and KD.
Oh boy.
It was so funny. He was.
You gotta send us that video.
I do. As Draymond, he was like, "Man, I shouldn't have gave you that brush I gave you." I was like, "Oh, woo! I want my brush back."
You know he did. He did have that nappy hair though. Man.
Yeah, he did. Like
he still got it. Ain't
Them
going
beat-
nowhere.
Them beat the beads.
Them BDBs. Kevin Durant is from the motherland. He from the part that be like for 9 cents a day.
All right, you got you a.
I do have an idiot of the week, and this might surprise you all. My idiot of the week is the football team located at the University of Oregon.
Oh.
Oh, what? I never
knew.
Let me tell you what happened. They had a prime opportunity to win this game. They were pushing down the field, under 5 seconds left, right? They get to line up. There's 2 seconds left on the clock. They intentionally they spiked the ball. Apparently there's a rule in college football that says when you spike a ball, they take off 2 seconds or something. So let's do some math, gentlemen. Let's do some platform mathematics. All right. When there are 2 seconds left, when you spike a ball, and the rule takes off 2 seconds, how much time you got left?
You said 2 seconds. Okay.
See,
Yeah.
you got 0 seconds on the clock.
Carry the 4. Go ahead, carry the 4.
Yeah. 2, 3.
The square root of R. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Right.
Yeah, 40.
R. And your answers, gentlemen.
That'll be 0.
Yes. When a clock hits 000 in the fourth quarter and one team has a lead, what does that signify in the game?
Game over.
Game over.
All right. With the energy you used to spike the ball, given how close you were, you could have easily gone for a play. Would it have worked? We don't know. We'll never know. Because y'all mother lovers spiked the dang on ball. So, and then they had the nerve to call Justin Herbert the quarterback you need. No. Not playing like that. So, to the University of Oregon, it pains me. It really does. But the way y'all been playing lately, and given the team it wasn't even it was like Utah or something. The Utes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Utah Utes.
Y'all lost to the Utes
Of Utah?
of
I
Utah.
don't even know what a Ute is.
I don't think anybody know what a Ute is. Like that's just a poor thought process into a mascot, into a team name. That's almost worse than Roll Tide.
But we ain't talking about
Or the
them,
Crimson
though. We ain't
Tide.
talking about the Utes.
We ain't
though.
talking about the Crimson Tide. We ain't talking about the Utes. We talking about the Ducks. As my phone would try to correct me when I'm trying to cuss. Y'all out here ducking up, okay? So University of Oregon, congratulations. I hate to say it. You're my idiot of the week.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Please get y'all heads out y'all eyes.
You know what? Everybody on the line.
I second that.
You, and you a new fool. All right, so this is gonna be pretty funny here, y'all.
Uh-oh.
So, what is the thing that they do before a football game to determine who will get the ball first?
Coin toss. Yeah.
That's the same thing they do in football in England. Soccer.
Okay.
So, David McNamara
thought you were going to say Beckham. I was like, what?
David McNamara is an English Football Association referee. He was doing a women's Super League match, and he's going to do the coin flip.
No, he didn't.
But
No, he didn't.
there's a problem.
No, he didn't. No, you're not going to say that.
He forgot his coin
No.
in the locker room, right?
Oh no.
And so guess what he decides to do?
What did he do?
He gives his other referees around him, and guess what they play instead? Rock, paper, scissors.
You gotta be kidding me.
They decide to play rock, paper, scissors to determine who will get the ball first.
Is this a professional league?
Yes, it is.
Do they get paid for this?
Unfortunately, they do.
Somebody need to renege on their payment, man.
Yes.
Somebody need to give it back.
Yes. Yes.
Because somebody, how do you forget
your coin,
your coin?
and then something tells you, let's play rock, paper, scissors to determine who will get the ball first.
You know, this is so unbelievable. Stanton has left the building, guys.
He's gone.
I mean, what?
He had enough. Rock, paper, scissors.
So how did that go? I'm afraid to ask. How did it go?
Well, the league itself suspended him.
Rock, paper, scissors.
The league suspended him
Goodness gracious.
for playing rock, paper, scissors to determine who will get the ball to start the game.
And you know what's worse? I bet it wasn't even 2 out of 3. It wasn't, was it? Nope.
So, with that being said, David McNamara, you and your crew for real, because all y'all played it. Y'all are my idiots of the week.
Congratulations. You all played yourselves.
I got a new one. Y'all had one job. You had one job. Get your head out your ass.
Man.
First of all, I need you to everybody on the line, and after you run 100 laps, all y'all need to stop and get some help.
You, right there. You a new fool.
No fool.
All right. So up next, last topic, we have what if.
What if his ass would have had the coin? No, but
You know, I was talking about this, but we'll say it again. Offline, I made a comment about the game, the Monday Night Football game, not being played in Mexico City, and I was like, hey. Oh yeah, I mean it was mine originally.
How you gonna?
It was mine originally.
When he the one?
I know.
Oh, you sneaky.
You sneaky.
You tried to have some trickery afoot.
It's a foolery afoot.
He tried to have some trickery afoot.
Some trickery, like George.
What the trickery?
See, shame. If you fool me once, shame on.
Shame on
For
you.
fool that can't fool again.
Right,
Hey,
right.
Fool can't fool. Can't do it.
So my what if was if they couldn't play the Monday Night Football game in Mexico City, what if they pick another neutral city? Oh, say St. Louis.
Let me go ahead and answer
They
this.
have the dome. It's there. Hey, the Rams used to play there.
I'm glad you said that. So let me answer your question with a question. If this is a place where they used to have a fan base and their team was ripped from them, in what way would this place be neutral?
I mean, I would be neutral.
No, you wouldn't. You root for the Rams. And everybody else root for the Chiefs. All because they ain't leave. because they ain't never been here. But it's like, nah, because then Stan Kroenke gonna have to show up. Stan Kroenke,
And that's what I want to lead into is everyone is invited except for Stan Kroenke
It ain't like-
and Kevin Demoff.
it ain't like he's not gonna show up. He may walk into St. Louis, but I ain't guaranteeing he walking out. But then,
Here's what I thought. I think yeah, there may be those that would boo the Rams, but they wouldn't be at the stadium buying a ticket. It would be those diehard Rams like us, such as ourselves, that would go to this game. And I think, and we all know St. Louis fans with sports are very respectful, and they're very appreciative of their teams. And they and the people
Whoa.
and the people, yes, they are. And the people would come out and support the Rams for that game.
Yeah.
And cheer them on.
can I tell you the top two things St. Louis sports fans hate? The Cubs and the Rams.
Why you say the Rams? It was always
Did
Rams
you
fans
watch?
here.
Did you watch the news the Monday after they lost that game?
But you know what?
Every sports commentator, especially Frank Cusimano, had a field day. And I guarantee you that there were people watching who were also having a field day.
But more than likely, they won't be going to that game. It would be those people who actually like the Rams and still like the Rams.
see, I want to.
If you don't like the Rams, why would you go to the game?
I want to agree with you, but let me tell you about how some St. Louis sports fans are. They will spend their money. They will pull a 50 cent. They will buy tickets just to buy the ticket, or they'd go and boo.
That's not the quality of fans we have in St. Louis. Look at the St. Louis fans. Anytime there's an old player that comes back that was beloved at one point.
Jason Hayward,
I said beloved at one point.
Mike
That
Matheny.
did something of significance.
Mike Matheny.
Or even if you didn't, they would cheer. For instance, Ken Griffey Jr. hit, I think, his number 500 home run here in
Right
St.
here,
Louis.
Father's Day.
On Father's Day. What did they do? Did they boo?
Nope.
No, they cheered.
That's different.
Because he was already beloved.
That's different. That's a stat. I wish you would boo somebody for reaching a milestone like that. That's the
our
ultimate
fans
respect.
don't boo. Like if you would have said Philadelphia fans, yeah, they boo anybody.
Let me tell you
But
something.
we're not that kind of fans here.
Let me
in
tell you
St.
something.
Louis.
This might be crazy to say, but if in Boston a Yankee reached a milestone, no matter how much they hate the Yankees, they would cheer.
I don't know
Wouldn't
about
be for that long, but they would
know
give
about
the
that.
respect.
I know baseball. That wouldn't. No, that wouldn't fly.
See, that's like saying if we still had the Rams and New England came in town and they made a world record or some kind of NFL record, you think they'd be doing standing ovation to Tom Brady or someone from the Patriots?
That's different. Don't nobody like Tom Brady.
But that's
Except for New England.
But that's our point that we're trying to say.
Yeah.
Is that it depends
England
on what
doesn't.
kind of team you are.
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of team it is or a player that you are on the response.
I think Stan is overestimating the quality of fans that we have here in St. Louis.
And then, if you think about it, I'm gonna call you out. There are some undercover Rams fans here in St. Louis.
Oh,
still.
they are.
You know, they say, "Oh, I can't stand them," or "I hate them," but they be the main ones watching their games.
Be watching that game.
Like, go ahead, girlie, go ahead, golf,
Touchdown.
go, let's go. But then put a front and like, I can't stand them. They look.
Yeah,
They love,
stub
right.
my toe, dag nabbit. That's what they'd be like. So it's like, yeah,
Yeah, right.
I stuffed it on
Right.
the edge of the bed. We in the living room. The edge of the sofa. Like, just come up with something weird.
I thought you didn't like the Rams. I don't.
Right.
don't, but I respect them individually as players.
Gone with that. All right.
Yeah.
So, my what if? What if the Cardinals did sign Manny Machado? How would you feel about that?
I wouldn't mind it. I don't think it would be. I don't think the chemistry would be right because we already have a young team. I think he'd be a better fit for like maybe a veteran team or a team that's been winning. But we're a fragile locker room right now. I wouldn't mind, but I'd be skeptical.
What you think, Stan?
It would be a chance.
We got some other bitches in y'all before we roll.
It would be a big chance to take. Definitely. Like you said, given the chemistry of the locker room, given Machado's actions when he plays against certain teams. We don't need that. We need to keep it to the game of baseball. You can talk whatever you want about the players off the field. But for them 9 innings, I was gonna go by the outs, but that's too many. But for those 9 innings, we need you to play the game of baseball without any animosity toward a team. You can't guarantee that with Manny Machado.
Yeah, it's a risk, but it's a risk I would be willing to take.
Yeah, because it shows that the Cardinals acquired a top tier talent as well. You know,
You want to acquire a top tier? You want to acquire a top tier talent? Go after Bryce Harper. He's not 40. Like just like go after him. Come on.
Yeah. All right, we shall see.
All right, best for last. Okay. What if? What I got? What if on Sunday Daniel Bryan somehow
David versus Goliath.
Wow.
beats Brock Lesnar? Would that affect things off screen, such as his contract, the plans they had for him, things like that?
I mean, if he's winning, they already know he's gonna win. So,
And then plus,
I wouldn't go that far because I guarantee you they didn't know. See, it goes.
you're talking about professional wrestling. These results are predetermined. You know that, right?
I mean, yeah, but you know what's not predetermined? Becky Lynch breaking her face.
now, and with that being said,
And then hold on, wait. And then on top of that, the AJ Styles Brock Lesnar was being promoted heavily.
Right.
We don't know what happened.
something's going on with AJ.
He might be injured, might be a family issue. We don't know. But for him to have the title, it was done sloppily. So it shows it was put together.
And now we got basically two heels going at it, which is kind of off.
And yeah, just going back to your AJ Styles
I mean,
thing.
it would have been AOP. I mean, they had AOP versus the Bar. Those two heels too.
Right.
But that kind of works.
Not really.
But going back to AJ Styles, I think something has to be up because he's not even on the card at all for Survivor Series.
Yeah, he's not. He look. Let me
Something's
say.
up.
Yeah.
You want to know how I know something is up? The way I was thinking it was gonna go down until I watched SmackDown. They said Daniel Bryan is no longer a part of the team, and then they replaced him before the title changed hands with Jeff Hardy.
Right.
So if the title were to change hands and then he'd be on the Survivor Series team, okay. But he wasn't on the Survivor Series team. Jeff Hardy also replaced him in Mixed Match Challenge,
Right.
which is off air. Something's going on, and they're not telling us.
I hope AJ Styles is not into some trouble. Like,
I hope he's not either.
I hope it ain't nothing like really serious or bad, either health or crime or anything else.
Something has to.
Well-being.
Something happened though. We'll find. Hopefully, we'll find out very soon. But something has to go down.
Yeah.
We'll find out if he pops up on Tuesday. If he don't pop up on Tuesday, something's wrong.
Right. All right. So that is
I hope
it.
he ain't violate no. Oh God, I hope he ain't one
I
of
hope
those.
he better not.
Because he has a history.
That's what I'm scared.
I believe he has a history.
He had a history back in TNA.
Yeah.
That's what I'm scared about.
A relapse could be.
Plus, with WWE, you always on the road. That's
Yeah.
All
because
right.
that's what happened to Rey Mysterio at one point.
Yep.
He violated it too.
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy was a
RVD had a
Jeff
run
Hardy
in
was a
WWE
repeat
champ,
offender.
and
What's his name had issues too for a minute. Randy Orton.
Randy Orton as well.
Randy Orton still got issues. Don't forget. Don't forget
Oh
why.
my goodness! Another past idiot of the week.
Don't forget why I made him my idiot of the week.
Right.
Shake my hand.
Right. Smell my finger.
All right, that's the show. Book it. Wrap
With
it.
that being said, live from Spoke Session. This was the Platform Sports Talk Show. I'm your boy Smooth.
And I'm Sadal.
And I am Stanton, baby.
Catch us next week back at the Getaway because when it's about sports,
It becomes our business.
And business just picked up.
stay safe. Oh, and real quick, to all those in California, the wildfires going on out there, the shooting that happened, we pray for you all.
Definitely.
Be safe out there.
Hey, stay strong. We out of here.
And always